Singapore has enough doctors, lawyers and accountants, so I decided I would go the other way and be a musician. Maybe it was my destiny to come to SEO. Hi, I'm Fontane, harpist of the Singapore Chinese Orchestra. So I actually started on the piano when I was 2. I started the harp when I was about 6 years old. I started by going to an exam center to try out a piano. And then I saw the harp in the corner, so I asked my mom if I could have lessons on it. So then it just stuck. And yeah, that's it. Actually, I also learned 古筝, halfway, like when I was maybe 8 or 9. Actually, I also learned flute when I was in high school. But then, yeah, I couldn't. I could play it, but I always felt like it sounded like an exhaust pipe. Between 12 and 16, like schoolwork and then all my extracurricular activities started to really take a toll on my schedule. I really had to choose. I think it became quite clear quite quickly that it would be the harp because firstly, it was a very rare instrument, and secondly, I really enjoyed playing it. Then when I was 18, after A-levels, I decided I would go and train to be a professional musician. Well, it's been actually very good and I'm really, really thankful for the job. I always feel like a vertical 古筝. Sometimes I have to pretend to be a 古筝, sometimes I have to pretend to be a piano. But now and again, I get composers who really know how to write for harp, and then I feel like a harpist. Firstly, it allowed me to come home from UK after being away from home for 14 years. I played in a lot of orchestras where I would just go in and just do maybe 1 or 2 rehearsals and then do a concert. But here I actually really have time to find my own style, my own voice within the orchestra. It's new for me to be exposed to Chinese classical music, so I'm really learning a lot, especially from my colleagues as I go along. Oh, in my free time, now I got a lot. I like to read. I like anything that's like movement-based, exercising, dancing, walking, and I really like exploring, whether I'm free or busy. I like to cook. 2 things that I always cook is like casserole. For family, I always like to make soup because I'm Cantonese, so I always like to po tong. Yeah. I think I was probably 10. My piano teacher knew that I was like interested in medicine and as well as music, and he said, why don't you do something that is a bit of both? So that was kind of what got me interested. Music therapy is not just sitting there listening to somebody play relaxing music. That's the biggest misconception. And it's really a chance for people to experience being entirely themselves without being judged. And sometimes music just plays a part in helping people to open up because, as we know, there are a lot of things in life that cannot be put into words, but that can go into music. Actually, I want to be a cellist. It's my favorite instrument. My cousin was already learning cello, so we had to do different things so that we could always do duets together. That's why I couldn't learn the cello. Otherwise, I think I would want to be a doctor because that was always my other thing that I was interested in. Getting old already. I hope I can be a mother soon. Or a mother one day. Yeah, working towards that. Sounds a bit cliche, but I just would love to be able to bring joy and happiness to other people, be it through my music, be it through being a therapist, be it through cooking or looking after my family. So anything that can allow me to do that I would be happy.
这个乐器必须每天都要碰一下，每天都要摸一下，慢慢就成为你生命中的一部分。曾经我想过说，我是不是可以以后作曲不再搞扬琴？可是一想到这个，我就很悲伤，我就特别想说，难道我放弃这个陪伴我30多年的乐器吗？因为我从4岁开始让我的女儿就开始跟我一起学钢琴，然后我陪她学2年，就每天她在练，我也在练。她总跟我说：“妈妈，我要学扬琴，妈妈，我要干。”大家好，我是马欢，新加坡华乐团扬琴演奏家。谢谢您收看《乐家心语》。